The Bible says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. The truth is not something. The truth is someone. That someone is Jesus Christ. And when you know Him, you have the truth, and you walk in the truth, and you joy in the truth, and you rejoice with truth that is unspeakable and unshakable, because Christ is the solid rock.
Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today. The channel is growing slowly, very slowly, but as I said, it's just so long as I can get some information out there. And what are we looking at on the last hours today? Well, basically we are looking at a very, very contentious part of eschatology, certainly on social media, and that is the aspect of who or what is Mystery Babylon, which is covered within the book of the Revelation in the Holy Scriptures. Thank you very much for joining me for this. Now, this is one of the areas where if you look on eschatological groups on Facebook and so on and so forth, you get a lot of people weighing in. Mystery Babylon is a harlot. It's a disgusting entity. It's an entity where St. John the Divine was actually taken in the spirit up towards heaven, and he was obviously shown a lot by Christ and the company of heaven concerning things that are going to pass. Obviously, that is the book of Revelation. But the thing is that Mystery Babylon is, yes, one of those areas where there's great amounts of debate online. You know, we do need to continue to debate what we need to do. But the thing is that there are a large amount of people who try not to be nasty. They're from America, and they can't handle the fact that America really doesn't form any part of eschatology and that kind of thing. I call them very flippantly the Team America eschatologist. I'm not being disrespectful. I've got American family and so on and so forth. But the issue is that they will try to see America and everything they can go. I've seen a lot. But we're not going to discuss that now. That's actually coming up in another video where people need to sort of take nationality out of the Holy Scriptures. The issue is that, as I said, Mystery Babylon is very, very debated. Who is Mystery Babylon? What is Mystery Babylon? Exactly the same as the timing of the rapture, tribulation, the two witnesses who will wear sackcloth and rain a lot of trouble on the earth. Who is the man of sin and all that? You see a lot of this stuff, and people are sort of they're putting their theories forward. Some have very, very good sort of backings to their theories. Some really don't. Now, as we look into Mystery Babylon, there's an absolutely wonderful lecture by the very great, but unfortunately late, Dr. Chuck Missler, who basically goes on about Mystery Babylon. And he, in his lectures, and I certainly do suggest that you go and watch them on YouTube with Colonia House, his sort of take is that he looks at everything historical about Babylon. So I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that up to the words of Chuck. But basically, the real basis is that Babylon used to exist in the form of the Babylonian Empire under people like Nebuchadnezzar, and that, of course, is modern-day Iraq. It stems from things like the Tower of Babel and whatnot, but, you know, and the Gardens of Babylon, but we don't have to worry about that. So Babylon has always been in existence. You come to Revelation chapter 17, where this is the main part of eschatology. And let's take a look at the statements for this. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now, even just in the first sort of section within chapter 17 of the book of Revelation, a lot of people try to sort of link America with Babylon, because indeed America has, you know, it's a very large continent, has a large amount of water surrounding it, has waters on the inside. I've seen that kind of argument. I can see where people would sort of go naturally that way. Let's go on reading. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-coloured beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So verse 3, basically John the Divine was actually just carried away and shown this sort of this vision. And what we actually have here is that we've got this female, Babylon the whore, sitting upon a scarlet-coloured beast. Well, the scarlet-coloured beast is the symbol for the evil one, the devil, Satan. The 7 heads and the 10 horns, that's sort of alluded to a little bit later on within the Holy Scriptures or the Book of Revelation. I'm not going to go into that too much, but basically we've got this woman sat upon the evil one. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colour, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So verse 4 is actually a very important sort of clue that it gives us, and a lot of people do actually take into consideration of the colours of the cloth. Now, back in this day and age, if you were dressed in purple or reds, mostly purple cloths, purple dyed cloths, you were very wealthy. It was always seen as a statement of wealth, and that's why you'll see for like kings and queens and stuff like that arrayed in, like, from time immemorial, in such cloth. The cut of your cloth was the sign of what you were. But the thing is that we do actually have a very, very good thing here, because we've got lots of gold, lots of gems and pearls, so there's material wealth there, and we've got now the colours red and purple, so these start really sort of directing us towards sort of one area. And upon her forehead was a name written: Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So basically, a lot of the symbolism and what else have you within the Holy Scriptures of Revelation, people have names written upon their head. They have signs written upon sort of placed on their head, and of course this is the sort of the name to this woman. So you've got this woman cladded within beautiful clothing, sat on this nasty entity, which of course is the evil one, drunk with the wine of fornication. He's sort of spread this wine of fornication out into the world, and it's not really brilliant. And then you got the name, obviously, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the whore, Babylon the whore, and so on and so forth. Now this is the major verse within chapter 17, verse 6. Very important. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. That is the one verse that shows America cannot be Babylon the Great, or Mystery Babylon, or Babylon the whore. There's further sort of explanation in the Holy Scriptures, which actually do state about the hills surrounding Babylon and what else have you. And a lot of people have tried to sort of say, well, America has mountain ranges, or 7 mountain ranges, and so on and so forth. But the only thing is at the time of St. John the Divine, Rome was known as a hilly area, or a city with many hills, 7 in particular. It was known as the city of the 7 hills. That's also encapsulated within coinage at that time as well. Now, back in, of course, in this time, America was not known. Now, does it mean that the revelation given to John the Divine wouldn't have been, America? Well, no, not because of that fact. It's, that's neither here nor there. But the most important factor of that verse is it states that she was drunk with the blood of the martyrs and blood with the saints of Christ. America, to date, has not killed an apostle. A lot of the apostles were killed by the Roman Empire. A lot of them. Rome has killed, as in the Roman Catholic Church. I'm really trying not to be nasty to any Catholics I might be watching, but it is a true fact that the Roman Catholic Church has made many Christians martyrs because they went against church doctrine, including the very person who changed the Holy Scriptures from the originals, from Latin and Greek and what have you, to English, who was burnt at the stake. So basically, America is not in the running as Mystery Babylon. We have great wealth. The Catholic Church has great wealth. We do have colours of purple and scarlet. Well, you just only have to look at the bishops within the Catholic Church to look at their fine linen. And the fact that the history of the Catholic Church is very, very damning in terms of making many people martyrs and the killing of people. We also have the historical fact that Rome was known as the city surrounded by seven mountains. And we also have, shall we say, alarming occurrences coming from the Pope, who I don't think necessarily is a bad person, but he is trying to be too politically correct in a world of wokeness. Because one of his last things he stated, it was a few months ago now, was that all religions lead to God, where God makes it very plain that he is a jealous God, that you only follow him. So it seems, I can't say for a fact, but it does seem that the Catholic doctrine is now becoming more inclusive, more woke, more left-wing, to try and appease a world spiralling out of control. We'll end it for there. Hopefully this has been quite interesting. The main thing I sort of was alerted to this was actually when I looked at a video about the who was believed to be Mystery Babylon. So I'm trying to locate the video I watched, which was very, very enlightening. It was three chaps from America regarding their take on Mystery Babylon. There we go. What do you think? Place your comment in below. If I can get the video, I'll try and link it into the into the actual information. Okay, thanks very much for joining me. Hopefully it's not a very long one this time round, and have a very good day.